And we're back, and we're here with Alduin in the first stream for realsies stream. I did one yesterday for testing. First for realsies stream with my new crappy internet. Yay, crappy internet. Aren't we all happy? That seems horrendously loud for some reason. Why does that seem so loud? I don't know. But it does. Let's turn that down a little bit. How you doing, Alduin? Welcome to my crappy internet. Yay! I did test yesterday, and it does still look good. It's a little bit, because there's a frame rate difference. I had to change the frame rate from 30 to 25 to actually maintain any sort of reasonable, decently looking setup. I mean, it still looks decent from what I saw, but the frame rate's 25 now, which causes it... I might have to figure a way around this, but it causes like a little bit of tiny, somewhat noticeable stutter. But, completely forgot what I'm doing and why I'm over here. Why am I over here? Oh, I know I was over here. I was in the Henny Mines screwing around. But yeah, that's the crappy internet setup, and I'm doing alright, thank you for asking. And I totally forgot to shut off zone alarm before I started this, which is probably causing it to freak out. So let's turn that off. Because for whatever reason, emulator plus XSplit plus zone alarm means lots of really weird frame rates. I have no idea why it does that, but I'm just going to run past these people. So, off we go. Really wish they'd stop hitting me. I really wish that blue save crystal over there was a teleport crystal, but it is not, so we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way of running past it. Over to... I'm running this way because it's actually a bit closer than the Gerif village, by the way. I know my distances, don't argue with me, except they're all gonna cast silence. Are they gonna get it off? It doesn't look like they're actually gonna get it off. Good news! Anyway. But that's the news on that. The bit rate is less than half of what it used to be, but somehow it still looks good, so... whatever. That's all I really cared about, is if it still looked good. It takes like an eternity and a half to upload stuff now. I went from... Can I not go this way? Speak the wood, please, because I'd like to go back here. I used to have uploads that would take, you know, 5 to 10 minutes or so, something around there. Now it takes 150 minutes to 200 minutes. It's insane. Why has my internet changed? Because it's cheaper. The package I used to have with the really fast internet, which is way more internet than anyone really needs, let's be honest, was $150 a month, which is obscene. And the new internet package, which is, I mean, this internet is perfectly fine for most people. In fact, it's probably more than enough for most people. It's just the upload is low because it's not fiber optic internet. The upload is crappy. It's like 80 a month now, so it's a little over half what it was. I don't know why I'm talking to that guy. Actually, no. Yeah, since we're here, we may as well sell off some stuff and buy some stuff if there's anything here. But we got a few things to sell that are worth a decent amount, so... I screwed around with the bomb a little bit, and then I screwed around in the Henny Mines a little bit just to get some extra LP and whatnot. But we're gonna head back to where we were before, which was the whatchamacallit jungle with the whatchamacallit dudes in it, where they were doing whatchamacallits. Most people, from what I can tell, actually have pretty slow internet speeds. Not internet speeds, upload speeds. Which, to be honest, they do that because no one really uses the upload speed. Let's see, Traveler's Garb. Sipping Wine, that's probably a... yeah, Bachu's Wine. Monk's Garb. That's probably light armor. Survival set. I do like me some survival sets. Oh my god, that was... oh, that was sweet right there. We need to get some more survival sets, because that is some sweet stuff. Ranger's Crossbow, do not want. We'll probably check out the Monk's Garb later. My footage... at the quality it used to be, the YouTube uploads were a little over a gig in file size. I'm gonna have to try and cut that down somehow or another, because a gig with a 1 megabyte upload speed takes an eternity to upload. But we're gonna go back to Silica Wood here. By the way, that is my upload speed. I have 10 download and 1 upload. The 10 download's fine, that's more than enough for really the majority of people, like 90% of people, that's more than enough. In fact, the 1 upload is perfectly fine for the majority of people, but I am not the majority of people, so, but whatever, we'll deal with it. By the way, the bridge, or the place we're supposed to go is down there, which is actually where I'm going to head to talk to the guy down there. As you can see, I actually did some exploring. I've explored everywhere. For some reason that's not lit up, although I've been in it. I'm not sure why it did that, but I've explored everywhere but this top left area. That top left area is where, whatever. That place, that town that got exploderomanized. That's where that place is. I can't remember the name now because I'm a derp. Regardless, we're going to head back this way, and I'm actually going to check my licenses before I do that. Because we should have some license points, and I should have bought some more golden amulets, but I didn't, so... Derp, derp, derp. Oh well. On the plus side, we should be able to use our katana now. We can. Good news all around. And the other katana should be past this axe. I hate how it splits it like this, where you have to get items that you're not going to use. So... You compress... My god, man. 26 megabytes? Well, it is a minute and a half. Although that's still some crazy compression you got there. The thing is, you probably don't have the bitrate as high as I do. I have the bitrates way higher on my videos than you really need them to be. Just as kind of a... I don't know why I do that, really, to be honest, but... If I lower my bitrate, like, to half of what it is, and it would probably still look good, it would be a little over half the size, so... Anyway, I totally forgot to check everyone else's license points, because Aljuin's over here distracting me. She needs magic lore. Finally, it took forever to get that, and battle lore's over there too, great. That's expensive as well. She's already got that, yes, yes. Good, good. I think that's the only thing up here she needs. I give her more gambits, because that's what I've been giving her, actually, is gambit slots for the most part. Because she actually has the golden amulet equipped, so... you know, we may as well go ahead and grab Kiraja, since we'll need that eventually. Video bitrate of 6,000, that's actually higher than what I use. Interesting. That's... Actually, for 1080, that sounds about right. She doesn't need black magic. She does not really need any more magic, to be honest. So, she needs a golden amulet. So our whole main party can now equip golden amulets, I just need to freaking remember to buy them. Magic lore, do not care. I think I might give her last stand. Because she's usually in critical, fairly often. But anyway, there you go, we can equip our sword for Fawn now. Which will be not only stronger, but it also does not have dark element. You'll notice the evade goes way, 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 way down. Because he can't do evade anymore. Is there anything else anyone needs? Nope. Good. Off to killing things, mass murdering things, etc., etc. Just the standard. Plus katanas look cool, so now he's got a sweet katana. Now I just need to once again get him... She stopped? No, she's just poison. We need to get him Genji equipment, which we'll get eventually. I don't know when we'll get around that, but... It'll happen eventually. Whenever she feels like casting Asuna. Oh, she's slow, that's why. Curses, hate when that happens, oh well. But now Vaughn is actually dealing good damage, which is good. I really would like it if it stopped casting bad breath. That would be fantastic. How you doing, Nokina? Welcome to my new and improved stream. Theoretically, because I'm actually casting at a lower bitrate, it should also allow more people to watch it. Where am I going? Confused myself now. It should allow more people to watch it because I'm streaming at a lower bitrate. Obviously, it's still about the same quality. But the people that were having, like, the stuttering issues occasionally when they loaded up the stream, that shouldn't happen anymore. At least, unless my internet craps out, because I am maxing out my... Give him some eye drops. I am currently maxing out my upload speed right now, so... If anyone at all does anything with my internet, it's going to horribly cripple my stream. But oh well. It shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, it should allow more people to watch the stream because the actual bit rate is lower, so people with slower internet speeds can actually watch it. which is good. That is the intention. Am I going the right way still? No idea. But there's a bunch of chests, so... Let's see. Windows Movie Maker. Windows Movie Maker! No. This should still be the right way. I really don't like Windows Movie Maker. I guess it's actually not a bad program for someone who's not going to actually get one of the crazy expensive actual editing suites. Windows programming. But it's not very good in terms of, my god, she actually died from that? Let's see. It's not good in terms of what it can actually do. It's really limited. I told you to use a Phoenix down, you idiot. There we go. Ta-da! There we go. Good, good, good. Onward. It's very limited in what it can do. We should still be going the right way. It misses out on a lot of the... I'm probably at some point going to do kind of a, not really tutorial, but a showcase of how I do the recording and then the editing and then all that stuff, but here we are. Here's Mr. Boss Moogle Man. Boss Moogle Man, I've come to talk with you. Hello. Once the gate's fixed, everyone will be able to go to the Fawn Coast, Koopa. Take a little while yet. That is, if my 9 missing apprentices ever come back from the Silica Wood. So now, you have to run up to all those Moogles and talk to them. You have to talk to him before you can actually activate this part of it, but... otherwise, they just say what they said earlier when we found them last time. But there are 3 groups of 3, if I'm not mistaken. There were the 2 up in the north, which are really easy to find, because I've already passed them. And apparently it also shows you where they are. Apparently there's 4 groups. Thought there were only 3, but there's this one down here, which you guys have not actually seen me walk by, and then there's this one right next to the save point. So we're actually going to cut through the south side last, probably? Maybe first. Yeah, we'll cut through the south side first. May as well, it's close enough. Sadly, there is not a free alternative to Windows Movie Maker. It's quite disappointing, but whatever. If you're an engineering student at a good college, you can actually get them for free. Cough me. Cough, cough, cough. That's how I got Sony Vegas and Adobe Premiere, by the way, is I actually got it through the engineering program at my school. I also got Windows 7 for free through that program, as well as multiple CAD software, AutoCAD software, which are like 700 a piece, if I'm not mistaken. Lots of free stuff there, but... Anyway. Yay, engineering programs. Regardless, Vaughn is dying horribly, and he's confused, which shouldn't take very long. Because, yeah, most of the time in situations like this, I don't need to worry about them being confused, because the enemy will just hit them again anyway. So that kind of reduces the point of being confused. Anyway, these things are putting up way more trouble than they really should be. Mainly because they keep hitting Vaughn, who has 0 evasion and basically 0 defense, but whatever. Let me move my viewer list again because it's always getting in the way. Hello, bunny. Goodbye, bunny. I wish I could move the... Yeah, there's only 2 on these. I wish I could move the viewer list like outside of the window. People on YouTube who've never been on my stream have no idea what I'm talking about. But whatever. We better go. He's ugly when he gets mad, indeed. Not sure why y'all are just sitting there anyway, but... I'm not sure how these Moogles communicate that there's 7 of them left, because, I mean, you go to the next group, who's had no communication as far as I know with this group, and somehow or another they know that there's like 6 left or something, or 5 left, whatever. But whatever. We should be able to cut straight. No, I have to go this way. This way, thank God for the map. Also, the map for this location is... I believe it's somewhere in this area here. This right here. Let me just highlight it. That one! Diverging away. There we go. I forgot we got to highlight it. I think it's somewhere in that area, but there should be an urn over there, which will give you the map, which is how I have the map. Regardless, we're still killing Pumpkinhead things, which is fine, I guess. Whatever. If we stop killing Vaughn, that'd be good. I should just, oh no, that'll decrease his speed. I was gonna say I should just give Vaughn heavy armor, but he won't have that speed and HP boost, actually, that the light armor gives. I don't need to touch that. Let me talk to these people. Moogles! See, there's 3 here. I thought there were 3 in the top 2. Maybe we're only getting 2 of them. I'm not sure. Whatever. Moogles! It is break time, yes. That Moogle driver. You are being paid for this, so... it is not possible to view the chat in full screen. Everything I stream is actually windowed. So, the emulator I run windowed anyway, but for instance, if I were to stream EVE Online, which I can't do, I can't stream anything multiplayer anymore, by the way, so even if I wanted to, I would not be able to stream World of Tanks. Just so you know. But you can't do anything full screen, like StarCraft 2, if I wanted to stream that, cannot do full screen. At least if I wanted to see the chat. If I had a second monitor or like a laptop or something, I could run stuff full screen and have the chat on the other computer. But that is a no-go. Please don't silence anyone, thank you. Because I have a laptop, it's just not my laptop. I could probably ask for permission to use that, but you know. Details, details. Do we need to go left? Yes. Left and then just follow the path. I think this is the rabbit-filled path. It might be another pumpkin-head path, but whatever. How you doing, new tank? You are not one of the more talkative people in the chat, but hi! Welcome to here. Have fun. Laughing at my ineptitude. That's what most people do. I think. I'm going to assume that's what most people do, is laugh at my ineptitude. I'm not sure why else would they be here. Other than my soothing voice, which a lot of people actually have said I have a soothing voice. I'm not entirely sure. I guess it's the deep voice that some people like, I'm not sure. I do know I have a relatively deep voice, though. For whatever reason, I just have a deep voice, which apparently makes it soothing, which apparently makes me very good for making videos. What? No, that makes very little sense to me. Not a lot of people it the lady. You mean the ladies? The ladies like me? That works enough for me. As long as the ladies like it, that's all that matters. The other Moogles should be right over here. There they are, I think. Not that way. This way. Move the joystick in the wrong direction. As long as the ladies are pleased, that's all that matters. Let's be honest here. So it looks like there's... Yes, I know you're working on the gate. Yes, the boss wants you. Continue on, blah blah blah. There's still 2 of us on break. It looks like there's 3 places with 2 Moogles and 1 with 3. That would be the only... That was a stupid way to say that. That would be one of the only ways to actually get 9 out of 4, but whatever. One of the only logical ways. They're not going to have 1 Moogle sitting on rest by himself, but... Boss wants us indeed, you idiots. Go freaking build the bridge for me so I can continue with the storyline, por favor. I don't think a Moogle speaks Spanish, but that's what I'm going to use anyway. Yes. As you may have noticed, when you get the last group of Moogles, they actually bring you with them, which is a nice touch, so you don't have to walk all the way back to the gate. I should probably come up with a new plan if my plan is Final Fantasy for the ladies. Oddly enough, the majority of the female viewer base for my videos, is actually Final Fantasy stuff for whatever reason. Don't know why. Which, again, is odd because the majority of my views are actually not from Final Fantasy stuff. They could have made that gate far less complicated and it wouldn't have taken so long to build. In fact, I don't even know why they need a gate there, because there's not a gate on the other side, but whatever. Here's all the Moogles lined up. You can see they're all crafts Moogles. You can talk to them. I'm pretty sure they just tell you it's done, but... apparently their next job site is Sotheby's Step. So whatever, let's talk to the boss. Hello, boss. Here's a token of our gratitude. We got a pair of Quasimodo boots. Which I believe is... What is that? It's an accessory, I know that much. What does it do? Immune to sap. Do not want, but it could be useful in boss arenas that have sap by default, so you could actually put a bunch of Quasimodo boots on and then completely ignore the sap effect, which would be pretty cool. We don't have to deal with that yet. There is, if I'm not mistaken, a boss that should be within... I mean, I say relatively soon, but I mean, Final Fantasy is like 70 bajillion hours long, so relatively soon is in the next few hours. But there should be a boss fight relatively soon that does have a sap effect, I think. So, maybe those will come into play, but welcome to Fawn Coast! We are close to Arcadia, by the way, so there is going to be Arcadian stuff everywhere, not like there hasn't been them everywhere.
Choice. If we'd taken the easy way and come by airship, one of those patrols would no doubt have been quick to roll out the red carpet.
We can handle them.
We're on the Empire's doorstep now, so we shouldn't have to worry quite so much. But that's no excuse to get sloppy. It is still a long road to the capital.
Still not sure why Penelo has wings on her back with her choice of clothing there. I still don't, let's be honest, I still don't understand Penelo's choice of clothing at all. Could save, no real reason to, but we are at Fawn Coast, which is, I'm pretty sure, the only beach kind of area you'll ever see in the game, and my god, is it quite a nice beach. Other than the wolves that want to eat you, this would be a pretty good relaxation place. I mean, you got your little island out there that you could sit on and relax. You got this lovely sandy beach with wolves that want to consume your soul. But ignore the wolves. Hello. This dude has an onion for a head. Hello. You appear to not be hostile. It's a mandragora, apparently. It makes squeaking sounds. Why do you make squeaky sounds? We've trapped him! Oh. Oh. Anyway. Ignore the mandragoras, the giant flying birds, and the wolves, and this is a beautiful beach. We should be able to handle those birds pretty easily. Although, as I've mentioned, I hate them. It already kamikazed, are you kidding me? Well, now I hate those birds even more, because apparently they can use kamikaze at full health. So let's just kite around the side here, because I don't want anything to do with them. And the kamikaze, by the way, as I've mentioned, you get nothing for it. Pretty sure we have to go this way. I don't have a map, so I'm not sure why I opened that, but I'm pretty sure that might not actually be the way. There's a fish. Flying fish. It's apparently hostile. Why does everything here have to be hostile? I don't know. But I'm going to cut this way, because I'm actually looking for the hunter's village that is on Fawn Coast, which should be good times, I suppose. And it will also allow us to... There's a wolf, don't even care. There's a sleeping... There's an allied frog, actually. Or a neutral frog, I should say. It's an iguana. Or an iguan, I should say. That is a really weird-looking frog. I'm not sure if it's supposed to do that, but... sure. Looks weird. Anyway. Continuing on the deadly beach of death that has wolves, and... There's a lot of enemies here, man. There's also a lot of rare enemies here. I guess I can kill some of these wolves. The wolves are easy. And they're 3 levels above us. 3 or 4, because Fran is behind. That is quite a bit of levels ahead of us. I don't think I've ever been this under-leveled before, but whatever. Someone should really kill that wolf. I guess no one wants to. Kill the stupid wolf. Thank you. Because otherwise Vaughn's just going to be sitting there freaking healing constantly like an idiot, but whatever. We still haven't gotten to the enemies that provide multiple LP per kill, which is disappointing. Those are the best way, obviously, to grind LP, because instead of 1 LP, you get, say, 2 or 3 on standard enemies. I'm not talking rare enemies, I'm talking the... Like this wolf, for instance, at a higher level would give 2 instead of 1 LP, which, when it was doubled, obviously provides a much greater grinding ability. For instance, instead of 2, you would get 6. That is a heck of a lot more LP. Just so you know. Let's see. Gil! I like Gil. Not that, at this point, everything's crazy expensive, but the Gil isn't really the problem for the most of this game, to be honest. Because if I really needed Gil... See, Alduin, dinner. It's not even noon for me, and Alduin's having dinner. Anyway. Don't know where I am or where I'm going. Oh well. But yeah. And as Nokina just said, the actual best way... Don't do Sonic Fangs as much. The actual best way for most of the game to grind LP is to actually just kill a bunch of really weak enemies. Because for the most part, for the large majority of the game actually, if I remember correctly, they all give 1 LP. There's 3 birds, do not want. So you can actually go to, say, one of the very early parts of the game where you kill everything in one hit and just get 1 LP anyway. And get LP that way, but, you know. You don't get experience that way. Where am I going? I don't even know. But there's one of these bird things. A boglie! Let's kill it. That thing has spikes on its head. That is something that you do not want pecking you. I mean, especially at that velocity, that looks like it would hurt. But anyway, Fran's level 2 now. 32, not 2. I am still trying to figure out where the heck this stupid village is. That looks like Harmonious. Thought that was one of the rare enemies that can spawn over here, but it's not, so whatever.